Good evening, everyone, and welcome. Hope you're having a great day today. Mine's been pretty good. Busy, but, busy days are good. Makes the time pass quickly. Before you know it, it's time to hang out with you guys and play some GAC. That's what we're going to do tonight. Play some Grand Arena. Chat about some things in the game, whatever you guys want to talk about. Might have some time for some account reviews, roster reviews, if people really want them or need them. Not too much else on the agenda than just hang out and have fun and try to get through some Grand Arena. Got Ben Williams in the house. Vitor's here. Some video watcher says good evening. Scott Glenn says woohoo, finally made a stream on time. YBS says hi. Cody Lay's in the house. Hey DL, on the mend for a few weeks or months. Got a shoulder injury. Oh man, get to spend some time with the family. Yeah, hey, it's a silver lining for a pretty dark cloud. Then, man, you had a foot injury not too long ago, Cody. Man, you got some rough luck. I'll have to start calling you Cody Glass. Isn't that the guy from Unbreakable, the guy who's prone to injury? Russian Diggity says, good evening, DL. Interesting way to spell Russian. I like it. Fun name. Well, anyway, Cody, I certainly hope that you get better or get well at some point soon. All right. Man, I've been looking at GAC and I'm thinking they need to pay some attention to this game mode, guys. When I look around our holotables here, they've done a bunch of work with the raid. They did crate raid, then they did a new raid with the speeder bike raid. They did a new territory battle. They've worked on some quality of life stuff. Finally gave us, pre-made fleet squads. So, they've done some stuff in the game. What they haven't done is circle back around and work on Grand Arena. They haven't worked on Grand Arena in a long time, and I've been satisfied to just have Grand Arena be a less important game mode. But I'm in the mood for an overhaul of this system. I would like to see this whole system get updated, get brought into the current century. Grand Arena is starting to feel like it really is from a galaxy far, far away, and from, as they say, a long, long time ago. Like, not just change the matchmaking, but let's change the system. Let's make it, if it's 4 zones for carbonite, bronzium, maybe it could be 6 zones for chromium and iridium, and then take it all the way up to 9 zones. So there's enough content in the game now that people all the way up at the top should have more teams involved. Keep expanding it. Well, it's a lot of teams. I think it's fun. So add a few more teams, but spread it out. Make it like 9 zones. Have 2 fleet zones. Make it a little more of a chess game. Or do something. Maybe you could make it so that you, when you join Grand Arena, you pick which one you want to be in. So if you want to be in 4 zones, you can still play 4 zones. If you want to be in 6, you can play 6. You can play 9. You pick how many zones you want to play. Puts you in there. And I don't know, some kind of variability with Grand Arena so that you can play it your way. Something where the matchmaking is among other people who want to play the same thing that you want to play, so that you're not stuck in these different divisions. And instead of being, skill rating based within, just generically within a division. Have it skill rating based within the system that you choose to play. But this whole game mode needs to be brought into the future. It's basically 7 years, 6 years they haven't done anything with Grand Arena. So I don't usually complain. I'm trying not to complain today. But I do think that's the next game mode that they should get in and work on. Give us a reason to want to build our account for one-on-one PvP again. And, not only fix Grand Arena, but make it something that could be streamed. The games that can be streamed or broadcast or, head-to-head battles that could be in some way entertaining for people. You provide the route. Streamers like myself will provide the entertainment. And that's free advertising for your game. You can't pay for advertising like we give to the game if people watch us playing the game on stream. So just make Grand Arena into something televisable. Yeah, something that people want to watch. Stormpooper says, greetings. Zide says hello there. Vitor says they could let you choose at least to put fleet in front. Jar Jar says, was watching the 2024 guide. Hope you're enjoying 2024 so far. 2024 has been so far so good. The couple days that we've had. The 2024 guide, I messed up on the location of Harrison Dula. I pulled old information from a prior guide and have her coming out of the cantina, so I got to do some revision work at some point. But I think the new guide is pretty fair. I wanted to just kind of redo the old guides, but then the more I thought about it, the more I thought, it's got to be a different guide that comes straight at it from Hyperdrive, and I've got to tell people that, basically, I'm not suggesting anybody play free-to-play 2024. Just buy the Hyperdrive bundle, consider it a cost to play in the game, and if you don't want to do that, Swgoh might not be the game for you. It's kind of a harsh way to put it, but I really think people who play this free-to-play will not get satisfaction out of the game. It will not be fun because it's just so hard to build your account. And once other people get ahead, you'll never catch up. The Lightspeed bundle is the catch-up mode, and if you're not buying the Lightspeed bundles, it's the other way. You just go so far behind you. I don't see how people can enjoy it. Even if you're just a collector, even if you're just casual and say, I don't care about any of that stuff. Still, you can't place in fleet, you can't place in squad, you won't do well in Grand Arena. So, what would be the point of playing the game? Yes, you can collect shards of your favorite Star Wars characters, but boy, that seems unrewarding. So, I don't know. I ended up taking a completely different approach than I originally thought. I'm very glad that I started that Lex Talionis project because that really, I feel like, informed me on the state of the game for a new player playing 1 to 85. And I can, say from experience, it's not just my guess, but this game, free to play, it just doesn't, it's not working. Dank says, I think we should be able to choose 3v3 or 5v5. Would be cool to have Grand Arena challenge like Conquest and make them wacky. Interesting. So like every Grand Arena would have a theme. Like they would announce the theme and you would have that week ahead of time to prepare. So it would give like... maybe each zone would have the different, or make it fully like Conquest, right? So each node in Conquest has a team that has like its own little, abilities for attackers, abilities for defenders, and kind of like the zone abilities that you're playing. Let's go take a look at that. Let's go take a look at that. So what if a Grand Arena, and instead of making it 4 zones, you could make it like Conquest, right? You could make a map like Conquest, make it a little more complicated, but we still have some Conquest to play on Zone 5. No, we don't. But you guys know what it looks like, right? When you come in here and the paths aren't opened yet, you've got this whole like diamond shape here of stuff that you can play. Except in Grand Arena, you wouldn't be locked into a path, right? Each node could have the enemy modifiers just like this, the challenge path modifiers, whatever it is, whatever we've got. If you wanted to put in, you know, like a zone modifier like they do in Galactic Challenges, that would be fine. And these would be predetermined. Like each node, let's see, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 potential nodes here. So you could just have like a bigger version of that for characters. Well, 12. I mean, 12 teams in, 12 teams out. That's roughly what you're placing now, right? And you could kind of make that represent different zones. If you clear the top path, you get a certain amount of extra points. If you clear the bottom path, you get a certain amount of extra points. And then the ones in the middle give you extra points. So those could be like, the zones could be from interconnected nodes. And you kind of have to work your way through it. You could try to put showstopper teams. Man, they could just use the system they've got. That would be so cool. And then you come in here and you're like, what team do I have that I could put on defense that would benefit from grim machinations? Machinations, I guess. So, okay. Got to put a Sith team there. What's my best Sith team? Thermal detonators. Got to put a good team there with thermal detonators. Bounty hunters, Jabba the Hutt, something like that. Oh, I like it. Grand Arena Conquest Challenge. Wow, man, I love that idea now. They could use the stuff that they've already got in the game. Except now, instead of programming it as a automatic spot that you have to fight, they give you the shell and let you place your defense there. They could let you have zones where you're over-prepared. Yeah, that would be fun. Have 1 or 2 zones where you're over-prepared. And I mean, it's not unfair because your opponent gets it too, right? You're gonna have to fight against one of their zones, one of their defenses that's over-prepared. You could do all kinds of crazy stuff. And to change up every GAC, breathe some life back into this game mode. And then you just got to fix the matchmaking to go along with it, and we're good. Just another consumer says you're having a better 2024 than Japan. Vitor says, I agree. If I was free to play, I'd just stop playing after the Lightspeed bundle. Boris says he's elbows deep in the Epstein client list release. They used to kind of have that in the old GAC system. Make it so that winning the round doesn't give you the maximum banner, something like GAC. Something like Galactic Challenges. I like the banner system still. I still like the banner system. Because then teams that can recover protection, or teams like troopers, stuff that you know stays alive, you know, it gives you a reason to want to keep certain teams on offense and put certain teams on defense to deny your opponent's banners. The star system out of galactic challenges could work. You know, you just accumulate 3 stars. If you get all your characters are alive, drop to 2 stars. It'd be harder to differentiate, though. Hard to balance, hard to sell the meta teams. Also kind of kills the chess of endgames. I don't know. Why would it kill the chess of endgames? I think it would be even more chess, right? Because let's say they put something in there right now that says you start the battle with extra stacks of till death do we part, or whatever that's called. What's that skill? What's that? Yikes! Clicking on everything wrong. Get your spatial reckoning in the right place here, Loquitur. Is it zone 3? But you could pick a new character. You could say you could put something in. Come on. My memory's like Swiss cheese, guys. I know it's in here somewhere. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's an ability like on Saw Gerrera or something like that. But you could pick one of the newer teams. Let's just pick a new team. Let's just pick a new team for the fun of it, right? Let's go to Beskar. I guess I call her Beskar Bo-Katan, but that's not quite right? We've got Bo-Katan Mandalore. Doesn't she introduce like a new little mechanic here? Leader. New enforcements have arrived. Ancestral Resolve, right? Okay, there we go. Boom. So if you make a zone in Grand Arena where it gives some bonus to Ancestral Resolve or something like that, then basically if you have the Bo-Katan team and you can put it on defense, it's going to be fantastic there. If you don't, you're just going to put in, a defensive team, and it's not really going to benefit from the Ancestral Resolve stuff. So you could definitely tie Grand Arena into the new content, to monetize the new content and punish those of us who are playing kind of free to play who don't have the new content. What else could we do? LMNO Spy says, I don't feel like the light side bundles are bad. It does mess up Fleet Arena, though. Yeah, so the Lightspeed bundles are a good thing. I think for people who want to play the game, who don't mind to spend a few dollars on the game, I think the Lightspeed bundles are a good thing. I think they really help newer players. There's so much of the game modes now, hard conquest, all this stuff. It's all designed around relic characters. And it just takes so long to develop relic characters when you're first starting on an account. So Lightspeed bundles are a great catch-up mechanic. The problem is, it literally kills free-to-play. So all I'm saying in this whole discussion is that Lightspeed bundles are good. They're a good catch-up mechanic, but they work in reverse for free-to-play. They make free-to-play not viable. Yeah. Add in Kairos for every zone you clear in GAC. Ooh, that'd be nice. Then we'd have to take everything on offense all the time in GAC just to get our extra Kairos. It would be a much more offensive game. Everybody be fighting for their 5 Kairos per node. Man, I'd rather have 5 Kairos than 70,000 credits or whatever we get, 100,000 credits. Yeah. Nice. Put Kairos in there. Put Bronzium wiring in there. Honestly, I think I'm having more problems with Bronzium wiring overall than I am with Cairo. Yeah, I think I would take Bronzium wiring over Cairo. Just put all the buffs for the meta new teams like Datacrons. I'm not sure people want even more Conquest, but it wouldn't be Conquest. It would be Grand Arena. It would just be 12 teams. It would just be, 12 teams and three fleets. You could set that up in a matrix. Or make it 15 teams or whatever, however you wanted to do it. But it would be just one short little session. And I don't know. I like the idea of working your way through those interconnected nodes better than GAC zones. And it's a structure that they already have designed. So if we're going to fix things with a brand new system, that's something they have to program from the start. If we can fix GAC with programming that they already have, then the timeline becomes shorter and there's less excuses on their part not to fix it. I demand action. I want GAC changed. Jar Jar Binks. What's your guild name? Just another consumer says, for what it's worth, there was a Warhammer 40k game that I tried and did real-time PvP with each player having a turn timer like a competitive chess game. Yeah. I don't like head-to-head PvP for this game. I do like head-to-head PvP. There's a lot of games. I played Summoner's War. I've played... Summoner's War is not really... just the arena in there. What else? Clash Royale is a head-to-head PvP game. There's a lot of little games out there that you play head-to-head against somebody that I really like. But I don't think the head-to-head works that well because you and your opponent have to be on at the same time. And if it's anything more than one battle, yeah, even with timers, I think it could be really a menace. Yeah, in the old days, back when GAC used to be different, I played against other streamers. We had quite a few times where we went up against other people who were competitive and they didn't mind being on stream, and we could do a simultaneous. I could play a combat, they could play a combat. So even with the current system, there is a way to make it interactive if we could do that. Inquisitor Ben Romox is all the best. Let's say if you have 4 zones and you get 40 Kairos, if they don't clear. If they clear, you lose 10 Kairos. And they gain 10 Kairos. Oh, man. I don't want to lose Kairos. I just want to gain Kairos for winning. I wish we could look at replays that would show how teams perform on defense. That would be fun. I know that's something that people have responded to me, like when I have an opponent and I play them and I tell them that they can go watch their defenses play on stream. A lot of people like that. They like to go watch the stream and see how their defenses played. So, yeah, I know that's fun for people. I would like to see it. I'd love to see how my defenses play. It would give me a lot more insight into, wow, that defense works great, or it was more of a problem than I thought, or man, that was easy. Holy cow, I got to do something different with that defense. That was way too easy. All right, well, let's take a look at our opponent here. Tapcom Podupi. Midichlorians UA. Midichlorians UA. All right, 8.7, 3.8 in ships, 4.9 in characters. Galactic War Battles won 23,000. So about 5.5 years played for my opponent. Not that long compared to some of our opponents, but still almost twice as long as the Loquitur account. Executor and Profundity, both 7 stars. Malevolence, Negotiator, Finalizer. No Raddus, no Leviathan. That's interesting. Let's look at the Inquisitorious ships. So he does have the TIE Interceptor in a good shape. And he's got TIE Defender is gear 12. but still could very easily have a good fleet around the TIE Interceptor. 3 Galactic Legends only. For an account that's 8.7, 3 Galactic Legends doesn't feel like a lot. Kenobi, Sith Eternal, SLKR. Got Skywalker in the account, Grand Inquisitor, Relic 6. Revans, Malak, Starkiller. The usual suspects as we go down here. Savage. Night Sisters. Ooh, interesting. Relic 0 Malgus. I assume that they're working on him. I mean, if you got a Malgus and he's not at least Relic 1, that seems weird to me. Because Relic 1 is only circuit boards, right? And C-3PO is not Reliced. That's interesting. Alright, so let's take a look at mods. I'm guessing that this is kind of a casual player, so maybe the mods are going to be, you know, mediocre here. 353 speed. With protection and offense. Yeah, I think we've decided that offense is the right stat set for Raddus, right? 352 on Piet. Man, these are some speedy mods that he's got here up top. That's pretty good. So he is a bit casual about his relic levels, but it looks like he's got some pretty killer mods. 328 on Revan. That's pretty fast for Revans. Pretty good. Let's see what Starkiller looks like here. 306 on Starkiller. Where's Mara Jade? Is she here? Okay, Mara Jade's not as fast, so if he did put Starkiller on defense, we don't have as much to worry about. Interesting. Alright, so we should have... we'll have to watch out for speed. He's got enough fast characters that we gotta pay attention to some speeds here. My opponent was really scary, 5 GLs, nice and shiny things and great mods. Then he opened with 2 fails, one on rail and one on saw. Nice. .400 speed Raddus? Kyber 3 with only 3 GLs means he has to have good mods. What do you mean a 400 speed Raddus? Raddus doesn't have any speed ups in his kit, right? 353. Or is there a speed up in Raddus that I'm not thinking about? Gains tenacity, spark, all that stuff. Upload progress. 8 speed. For each Rogue One ally, they get 8 speed. Okay, so they get another 40 speed from that. I see what you're saying. So if you add his 353 together with the 40 speed, it's up around 3. Yeah. Interesting. That's a speedy boy. All right, so we got him on defense. Now I got a question for y'all. Doesn't Wampa just beat this? Can't we just Wampa this? When they do the ult. I mean, we just have to kill him before he gets to the ult, right? A rebel leader. Transmission from Scarif. Hope. Revive all allies, recover 100% health, protection, deal true damage, inflict healing immunity. It can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. I feel like I've seen a streamer kill a team like this with just Wampa. I've never seen someone beat my Raddus with Wampa. Okay, we've got a bunch of GLs in the account. That's the thing. Right, we're carrying 5 GLs on offense right now. I probably need to put Ray on defense, get some more defense down. But yeah, I've got quite a few good teams that I could bring in here. We could bring a Jedi team in with like Jedi Knight Luke and just try to nuke Raddus, get Raddus out of there. So there's some things we can do against the Raddus team. The Bounty Hunter team shouldn't be too much of a problem. We've got troopers. We've got all kinds of stuff there. This First Order team's not a big deal. The Bad Batch with Shakti as a lead, I don't know. That's kind of mediocre defense as well. I got to take good teams to beat these teams, but it's not too scary so far. Here we've got Qui-Gon Jinn. We've got Dash Rendar with... What a weird team. Dash Rendar, IG-88, Newt, Bushi, and Nest. That's just Dash plus random stuff, right? Like what... So Nest is gear 12. That's not big enough to be an annoying tank. Newt can hide under stealth for a minute, but I don't know. That doesn't seem very scary. Maul team, we've got a pretty good Mon Mothma team. But no, never mind. It doesn't even have Cara Dune on it. No turn meter generators and no Cara Dune. That's a pretty lame team. Okay. So, here's the thing. None of his defenses are that hard, but a lot of them are going to take a decent team, and I just got to make sure that I don't run out of teams that are good enough. All right, we can't take it for granted and run out of decent teams. Do we want a Datacron or do we want another character in here? I feel like, I mean, I put Mon Mothma in here sometimes. It helps me deal with taunts. We've only got one tank here with Mace. Feels like we should be able to manage that reasonably well. Is there any other rebels that I just want to throw in here to have a fifth? Anybody that's just a throwaway rebel right now? We got Lobot. Farm Boy Luke. We got Leia. Lando is a rebel fighter, right? Yeah, I could just throw a Lando in there for the fun of it. And I probably want to put him with Mon Mothma if I play her, I suppose. Who do I have that removes buffs or has buff immunity? Let me think about this. He removes buffs. We get buff immunity from him, right? Shock grenade. Speed down, expose, turn meter. Yeah, buff immunity on his basic. I don't know that we even need another character in here, but let's take a look at Datacrons. Put on something with stats. Or that has a good ability for rebels. Potency, accuracy. This has a little bit of everything. Put that in there. CLS versus Raddus works well. I've seen Wedge lead Biggs and Rolo roll over R1 and 3v3 because Rolo gets her cooldown reduced. That's applied for Dash Omicron without having a team for him. Ezra with Qui-Gon Jinn, doesn't that break the synergy? Yes. Well, I mean, the only thing that it really does, Anakin gets double damage if everybody's Galactic Republic, so it nerfs his damage. That's... it doesn't stop the Qui-Gon Jinn Omicron from doing stuff. It just stops Anakin from being nearly as dangerous, which is kind of the whole point of making the team, right? So, no, I think in the sense that you're talking, yes, it's really against what you want to do with the team to have Ezra Bridger in there. Okay, let's... oh, we're stunned. I was going to say let's get buff immunity onto this mace, but that's not going to happen apparently. All right, now buff immunity on mace. Okay. Steal his turn meter. Keep the buff immunity on if we can. Now we can kill Qui-Gon. See you later, buddy. We'll go ahead and bring that back. And put all debuffs, get a stun on Anakin that way. Okay, well, never mind. It seemed like a good idea to bring him back. Let's wait for just a second on this. Start doing some damage to these guys. Let them get out of that whole super scary mode from Qui-Gon being killed. All right, now we'll do the alt with a reasonable expectation that it should be game over. Try to keep as many banners here as we can. All right. 76 banners, that's a good start. Big Jamal says, hey all, Happy New Year. My Wampa just wrecked a Raddus team similar to that one you have in Relic teams. Interesting. My Wampa just wrecked a Raddus team similar to the one that you have. I don't know. I think we should try. I think we should go ahead and try. Okay. Do I need... What do I need? This team. What do we want to do with this team? Do we want to muscle up, use some Galactic Legend here, and just trash these guys? So we could use a GL, kind of guarantee a win. He's only got 3 GLs, so even if I use a GL here on the front wall, he can't have more than, like, well, I mean, all 4 defenses on the back wall would have to be crazy for me to be in trouble at that point. So, what y'all think? Use Rey here. Try to get some banners with Rey. So what we can do here is try to basically put up the lifeblood, protect my guys, try to get full banners that way. Probably these characters are enough. We'll put in another character who's got decent damage. Stick Rey has decent damage. So we'll just take in a full team, and we don't need it, but we'll use it. Get these guys killed off. Okay, we'll put in defensive Datacron. That'll help. All right. You need a saw team on defense. Ray, Jedi Training Ray, Cal, Resistance Finn, Resistance Poe. Don't have Cal or yeah, don't have Cal built up. Oh, I got the Ben Solo too. Why didn't I put Ben Solo in here? Yeah, he's Relic 1. He's only Relic 1 right now. But I definitely should have put him in. You know, it's one of those things where if you got it, you might as well use it, right? So yeah, I should have used that. Yep, should have put Ben Solo in here for sure. That's lack of foresight on my part. Okay. Just soaking this up. Oh, man. BB-8. Taking some beatings to here. Okay. What do we want to do? I think we should do a whirlwind and try to kill Beskar here, because I just don't want to deal with whistling birds. And then we'll pop smoke, make him attack Rey. Then she can go into the alt. And then we can flop on him next turn. Flop. Ooh. Okay. That was significantly less impactful than I thought it was going to be. Alright, let's get in here with some more whirlwinds then. We'll just use that as the... See if we can get a stun on the armor. Why not? Stuck attacking that armor. Alright, target BB-8. Some lifeblood. Man, I'm surprised. My Ray's only Relic 5, so it's not that great of a Ray. But I still figured it would do more damage than that on the alt. That was not terribly impressive. We'll do the whirlwind again. Take it down to just 2 characters. I think smoke's ready, so we should be able to smoke. Nope, I was wrong. Nowhere near smoke ready. Okay, well, let's see how we do here. Power up. And that should kill him. That was pretty terrible. 59 banners. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. I'm not sure having Ben Solo in there would have made much of a difference at any rate. Okay, Dash Rendar, what do we want to do here? I don't know. Should we just do CLS? Just do CLS, shoot first, shoot hard, kill them all. We can do something like troopers up top here. I don't care about throwing away the CLS team because, I mean, we still got a bunch of Galactic Legends that we have left to use, so can't be that bad, right? What do we got? Oop, that's not what I want. We got a CLS team over here. And again, this is just to optimize banners. We can pretty much one-shot Nest. There's no taunt in the way of Nest, right? So we just shoot Dash Rendar first, and then kill everybody from there. It should go really fast. We'll put in a Datacron that has something. Armor penetration, 85%. Alright, and this is just because I don't want Dash Rendar stealing banners from me. The CLS team should be able to kill everything without losing too many banners. They might still get a couple attacks off, but at least I won't have that, you know, damage from Dash Rendar. Let's hit Nest. There we go. Quick and easy. Let's kill Bush Leia. One shot here. And then, yeah, no. Stun Newt Gunray. And kill him twice. 64 banners. They did steal 1 banner from me. Dirty, dirty Newt. My CLS can't beat Nest in Conquest. Yeah, I mean, if that was like a Relic 5 or Relic 7 Nest in there, then we definitely couldn't have used CLS. You can get caught behind Nest pretty easy in those types of matchups. What do we want to do here? Do we have Iden on offense or defense? Iden's on defense. We need to put this scout with Iden on defense. Go fix that up. We could use Sith here. Right? We can just, like... Do we even need... Can he one-shot Savage? That's the question. Can Kyle Katarn one-shot Savage? I don't know. We'll put Malgus in. I don't think we need any of this stuff. So we'll just let them kill themselves on trail lead. And that should be fine, right? Don't really need her for somewhere else. Nest is something I keep thinking about building but never actually do. Nest is one of those characters that right now is really not in a good place. To be honest, you could definitely build Nest and use her a lot in early Grand Arena, and she would still find a purpose for a long time. But it's the opportunity cost. If you relic Nest, there's other characters that you could have done instead that would have more impact on the game. You know, any journey characters. Like if you look at Wampa, for example, Wampa has more impact than Nest. Look at Savage Opress. Savage has more impact than Nest in the current game environment. So either one of those characters, you would want to relic them before you relicked Nest. So that's the struggle with Nest right now, is that she's not as good as other things that you could be relicking. So, is it good to have an Enfys Nest? Yes. But what would you do if you didn't do Enfys Nest? What could you have relicked instead? And the answer is, like, just everything. Malicos, if you've got him, I mean, all that stuff would be better than Nest right now. So yeah, I feel like there could be a Dash Rendar team that would be really nasty with Nest, but I feel like it's one character short, because you'd have L3, Vandor Chewbacca, Nest, and then if there was another 5th character to go in that team that would sort of be at that same level, I think that would be pretty fun. But, you know, that team's not that great. It's not good enough to justify relicking Nest. And there's not a 5th character in there that boosts that team. But if they come out with a booster, you know, something that makes prepared squads a little bit better, then I think there could be a Dash team that might really be fantastic. The Dash team is kind of a gimmick team, right? So if players don't know how to play against it, you know, maybe they get caught on defense. But I think most people know you got to kill the Vandor Chewbacca, so they just bring in a team that can isolate Vandor, kill him, and it's not even a challenge. Okay, so we got some Geos on the back wall. We got Iden Versio. I hate Iden Versio, so I'll probably just Wampa that. Even though we might be able to Wampa the Raddus team, I think we just Wampa here because it's a very reliable way to get high banners on Versio. I just don't want to have to think about it. Let's see. Do we have anything good that we can put on this? Dark side, 20% protection up. Maybe help us get through until we get the Wamp. Maybe we get full banners. Let's go. Hondo is greater than Nest. Nest does make a good counter for first order teams. It's true. I mean, Nest beats up on first order pretty well. But what's the prevalence of first order teams? I mean, you've got an SLKR team that's always going to be good, right? But any leftover first order team isn't really a threat anyway, right? Like if you see I don't know, some kind of Hux team or some kind of Phasma team with the Omicron pilot, is that really a threat? I mean, do you even care? That gets beat by so much stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Nest is such a... You guys know, Nest is... if I had 3 favorite characters, just generic, farmable, non-journey characters, and you said, you know, name some of your favorites, I think my top 3 would still be Dark Trooper, because that character is just absolutely ridiculous. I love Enfys Nest, and I love Kylo Ren Unmasked. I don't know why. Their kits are interesting to me in a unique way, whatever. But yeah, so Enfys Nest is one of my favorite characters. So believe me, I don't say it lightly that Enfys Nest is in a bad spot. But I mean, on Loquitur, she was one of my early relics. I relicked her before I got my first Galactic Legend even. But I wouldn't do that in today's environment. Not a pilot and not good enough to justify doing her instead of something else. Okay, so we've got like 4 Galactic Legends left. Let's figure out which teams are threatening. This Raddus team, I mean, we can just take Kenobi in here, right? Galactic Republic, 4 characters. No need for a 5th even. We'll put a Datacron on it, and we'll get max banners. I think. That's got to be the case, right? That's got to be the case. That's got protection on it. We want to save that. This has just got stats on it. Hellsteel, crit damage, protection, hell. Fine. We'll just take this. Alex says, hello everyone. First time at Kyber and I won the first match. People just can't beat the SLKR, Faust, and crew Relic 9. You put your first order Stormtrooper at Relic 9 too? That's some commitment. That's some commitment. But he's another one of those characters where if you do put him at Relic 9 and you put a whole bunch of defense mods on him, he is ridiculous to deal with. It's a good tank. All right, let's swap over here with Kenobi. Pass it back to Cat. I don't know why I'm attacking Raddus, because I'm probably just going to insta-kill Raddus with Cat. If we can get the taunt off of the K2 in a meaningful way, maybe I can just kill Raddus. We'll just kill him with the insta-kill. It's fine. Then we got to kill Jyn so she can't bring the Raddus back. Because for whatever reason, Kenobi doesn't know how to, like all the other GLs, kill things permanently. And apparently we don't do that with Kenobi. Alright, so we just get banners here because we can. So So what's your Saw team, man? Why you talk all the time about your Saw team? What is it about your Saw team that's so ridiculous? You say you use Saw together with Bodhi Rook. Am I to understand it's a Saw plus Bodhi Rook team? I don't know Saw's mechanics. I don't know Saw's mechanics. So tell me what it is about that team that's so fantastic. I'm curious. What is Scout Trooper? I don't know her kit either. Got to call it a her. Stealth for 2 turns, recover if the leader's Imperial Remnant. Imperial Remnant. Scout Troopers active. Imperial Trooper allies have crit chance. And Imperial Remnant allies have 10 speed. Okay, so that puts Gideon... I slowed Gideon down. He's not 382 anymore. He's only 379. But that'll put him back at 389. Let's go. 409 speed Gideon. That's got to be good, right? Let's go, troopers. Saw and Bodhi. Sounds like a horror movie team. You're saying it gets holds against GLs? Not for nothing, but that must be a pretty bad GL. All right. Mass assist on Embo. That should be it for Embo. All right. We're going to take a punch back here on Cad Bane. All right. We're nowhere near them taking a turn, so... no. Oh, my goodness. That was a big hit. Oh, my goodness. Troopers, so good. Watch this Dark Trooper. Oh, my Lord. How does he hit so hard? Anybody who doesn't have Dark Trooper as one of their favorite troopers, this is why I pick him. 35,000 damage a hit, 140,000 damage on a basic. Gotta like that, right? All right, so now we're down to, we got some GLs to use. Let's see how we can optimize our banners. What do we have against Geos? That would be ridiculous. I want to destroy these Geos without ever letting them do anything. We got Mara Jade, right? So let's take a look at the Empire team. And put Vader in here. I feel like we could just do this, right? As long as our speeds are good enough, we should just, like, absolutely stomp these Geos. So we'll do it with fewer characters. Mara Jade needs to not go first, and I think Darth Vader in this setup 260. Ooh, Mara Jade might be too fast. Mara Jade might be too fast. Geospy 249. So that means that Mara Jade will go, and they will get a counterattack on her, and I'll lose banners. Only one person has one shot at it. Jabba and JML, I wouldn't call bad. Jar Jar says Palpatine, MJ, and... yeah, that's what I settled on in the end. All right, let's do Force Crush first because we can get a free turn with this group. Let's... Let's just like eliminate the soldier right away. Then we can walk around here, deliver some ability blocks, and try to kill a spy. Do a force crush again. Do another hit. Okay. Yeah. Dat counterattack, dough. Vader should be able to get his protection back. I don't think Mara Jade will. Well, Vader may never get it back, right? Because nobody's going to take a turn on the opposing team. So, yeah, nah, we'll lose a couple banners here. That's not fantastic. Oh, 66. Okay. We only lost the one banner on Mara Jade. Okay. So now we've got some kind of Vader team back here. I think we've got 3 Galactic Legends and 3 teams left. So let's take Luke here. And how many Jedi do we need to make this work? We take a couple of our best. So how much area effect damage are we talking here? They got too much area effect because they got the stupid true damage stuff going on. So how do we get lots of turns? What if we did it the other way around? What if we did this and slowed them down? How do we pass a turn to Jedi Knight Luke? We can call him to assist a bunch, but I don't think we can just give him a turn in this team. Yeah, it might be one less banner, but let's go full all in. Protection, health, crit damage, defense. Let's just smash this team. DL, what's a good speed and mod set for Grandmaster Yoda? Grandmaster Yoda can be, I think, 2 different ideas. One idea would be to go for speed, make him fast, make him take a lot of turns. The other idea is, since he already gets a lot of turn meter and, you know, in certain teams he gets a lot of turns, just go for pure offense and just use a decent offense set with some speed and just let him carve. His health pool is so low that trying to put any kind of health and protection on him for survivability seems futile, right? Because he just dies anyway if he gets targeted. So I would say either make him really fast for some certain team, or make him do damage. Like if you had a Jedi Knight Luke team and you wanted to put Jedi Knight Luke lead with Grandmaster Yoda somewhere in that team, you might want him to be super fast and take the first turn and activate Jedi Knight Luke or something like that. But I like him just offense. Just pour on the offense. All right, what we're going to try to do here, we're going to try to bring in let's think about this. Because I could do this one of 2 ways. I could either do CWAT, or I could just bring in, I think those are the 2 teams that I'm going to end up. Do I even need Wat Tambor here? Yes, because I would get ability blocked out of my mind. Okay. So the ability block there. What does C look like against this team? No Wat Tambor, just Sith Eternal. I think he crushes these guys, right? Just a lone Sith Eternal. Solo. Optimizing banners. That's what we're going to do here. No Datacron, no nothing. We'll just link the characters that could potentially... we'll link the tank and the executioner, kill them, and I don't think this team can do anything against Sith Eternal. Dank says he promotes the team. You got to tell us what the team is. Dank, have you like put in what the whole team is? So again, I don't know Saw's mechanics. So what is the whole team, and how does it mechanically, get so many holds? All right. Attack Phasma. All right. Attack everybody. Oh, man, we lost our buffs. Not cool. All right, we'll just do this for now. We'll gain protection on the next turn. Yeet. Okay. We'll go into the alt and kill everybody. See ya. See ya. You get it? See ya. Okay, and then the back wall, I think we're gonna... What if my Hux is fast enough? That's what we got to find out. Is my Hux fast enough? 287 on Vader, so my Hux is not fast enough. That's unfortunate. What do we got here? 292. Maybe my Hux is fast enough. Okay, so let's go with some first order stuff here. And let's go with crew, Hux, Red Trooper, put on a Datacron. Now, what I'm going to try to do here is double sweep. We're not going to stun anybody. Oh, if we do that, Vader's going to get turns. I don't want Vader to get turns. We're going to change the team then. I'm going to change the team. What do we have here that does this? It does crit damage. We'll take that. Extra crit damage. All right, we're going to change the team. We're going to put in first order officer. Is there any chance that officer goes faster than Hux? Because that would be ideal. Okay. No. 256. He's slow. He's slow. Hux is pretty slow too, though, so let's go check. 252. He is faster. LOL. Okay, this might be funny. This might be funny. I have no doubt that I'm going to win. It's just a matter of whether or not I can conserve banners. So if we can get a sequence where we get off the stun and we get to use our first order officer. So the officer tells crew to go. We do the sweep. And then Hux says, you can go again. And we do the sweep again. And then we stun the tank. And we have maximized banners. Okay, lol. Let's look at fleets. What do we got over here in the world of fleets? We've got an executor, we've got a first order, and we've got a potential Empire fleet, but it's under the executrix instead of Chimera, which is kind of weird. Not sure why. Profundity versus executor. I think I have executor on offense. So what would we do? So let's take profundity here. And this is still, after all of this time, it's still RNG if we get this done in the right way right away. And I hate that for us, but okay, fine. Got to do what we got to do. So we've got First Order also on offense. Maybe we take First Order against the Empire. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't have a Relic TIE Defender, so that makes me feel like less threatened by the Empire fleet. Anyway. Oh, God. Xanadu Blood lived. This is going to be scary. Alright, I just got to live through this first reinforcement. And then we should be okay-ish. Alright. Now we gotta somehow get this breach off of my tank. So annoying. Can't get the breach off my tank. Alright. There we go. He took the breach off my tank for me. So we'll take the taunt off now and we'll be able to get back to this juicy IG-2000. Fine. This should be a nice big hit. Alright. Zap. Now we should definitely be winning the race to the alt at this point. Leaving that Xanadu Blood alive even for just that extra one turn makes such a huge difference in how fast the ult comes up for the enemy, though. They don't have the locked buffs on me yet. Oh, and we missed the ult by our... Ooh, this could be bad, boys. I think we're going to lose our capital ship here. We got the ult ready to go if we get another turn. The question is he going to have his ult up? Alright. Nope, he didn't get it. Alright, we're good. We're good. We should be out of here. Yep. Just got to try to maximize banners at this point. Got to pick the skills that I think are going to get the kills before we get the... Oh, come on! Alright, waste some time. See if we can do something for recovery. Come on, recover, recover. Ah. Lost those banners. Alright, so what do we want to do against first? You know what I think I'm going to do? I think we're going to try the Empire fleet with our First Order fleet. Yeah. And then I've got the Executor still to go against his First Order fleet. I've got my own. I got my Raddus. The other thing I could do is just take the... yeah, if I can beat this Empire fleet with my First Order fleet, then I kind of don't have to worry about beating his First Order fleet. I can just roll in there with Executor and destroy it. What do you think the next Lightspeed bundles will be? I don't know. If it was my game, I would really think about a Lightspeed bundle for the Rebens. it's older content, just like they did with the... Let me think here what I want to do. Just like they did with like the Beskar Mandalorian journey, they could give us the Darth Revan journey characters, the Jedi Knight Revan journey characters for Lightspeed bundles. And then you'd still have to actually unlock those characters, of course. Wow. Destroyed. Absolutely destroyed by this fleet. Buff immunity on me. Is there anything I can even bring in that would be remotely useful here? Bring in the SF tie. I don't think my damage is ramped up enough to kill anything. Just go for just a bit longer and see if I can get a big hit here on my next available turn. Maybe I can get the tank dead. If I can get the tank dead, then we'll try to come in here and clean this up with the Raddus fleet, for example. And the tank gets a big heal. Oh, that's it. We lose. Oh, man. Oh, man. Well, that leaves us with the Raddus fleet here. And the Executor to try to take out that Empire fleet. I don't really like the Raddus into the Finalizer fleet. It doesn't feel great. But if we can just stall him long enough, I mean, stall him out and get in there with the capital ship and then fighting the First Order with no capital ship, I could clean that up probably with rebels or some trash. So Lightspeed bundles, I think Revan would be good. I think it's a Sith Triumvirate's another thing that if they wanted to do like a group of Sith, I think that could be something that they could offer as a Lightspeed bundle reasonably. Tenacity up and deflector shield. Okay, let's do this. First, spin move. Do that. Stay on the tank for a second. Okay, that's interesting. We'll bring in another X-Wing for now. Let's try to get some more damage done. Try a big AoE here, see if we can get some ships killed. Ooh, that's my tank dead. Don't be killing my tank, bro. Okay, come on. Tank's dead. Let's get this. Oh, man. He's getting ramped up. And there's not much I can do about it. Got the days onto the shuttle, but I think it's too little too late. You know, maybe we can get this Raddus off. Let's see what we can do here. Get a big hit here on the shuttle. Oof. That final the silencer's ramped up like crazy. We do not like this. No, sir, we do not. All right. See ya. Pew! And then we'll get a bunch of turns here with our dude. Never tickle the silencer, but that's where we're... Oh, almost got one-shotted there. Almost. So close. Get him! All right, all right, all right. We might have this. 2 ships versus 1, no reinforcements, no capital ships left. Be one of the ugliest victories ever. You got it. All right. Oof. Not pretty. All right, let's select Executive Order 66. We could do 65 or 66. Probably better to do 66 here. So let's get this out, this in. Switch the order. Do the traditional team against this instead of the 3 attackers. Although, I mean, if we do the 3 attackers, then pretty much can kill Vader right off the bat, right? We're going to try it. Let's try the 3 attacker setup. Let's go. Amory says, Happy New Year, Loquitur. Well, Happy New Year to you, too. Happy New Year to everyone. Hey, CG. Time to fix Grand Arena. This stream brought to you by the letter A and by Fix Grand Arena. Okay. No. No, 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 no. That is not what was supposed to happen. I was supposed to go first and kill this Vader before you could call in that reinforcement. That's what was supposed to happen. We agreed. We agreed that's how it would work. I guess not. All right, die, TIE fighter, die. All righty. And this should be it. Foresight stops me from doing what I want to do. There we go. Recovered some banners. 51 banners. Oh, because we already lost once against it. Dropped a battle in fleet. Still got over 1,800. Dropped 1 battle. I can live with that, I guess. If my opponent gets a full clear, then it'll be a banner race. We gave him a window. We gave him an opening, an opportunity with that fleet loss. Bummer. Let's take a look at our Iden team here. Let's make some changes. What do we want? Kick out Storm. Kick out Range. Maybe. Put in a Death Trooper and a Scout Trooper. Or do we want to leave Range in there? Death Trooper, the cooldown is annoying. We'll put him in. Beef up that Iden team there on the back wall. You know what? We're going ham on this. Should we go ham? You know what? No. I was thinking about putting Stark back there too. Putting Stark in there as well, making it even bigger. We'll, next week in the update, we're going to fix up Rex. We're going to put the Zetas on him, the Omicron, and get him ready for success. Let's put Rey as a defense. Do we have a bad defense here? You know what? Let's turn this Dash team into a Rey team. Or let's turn this First Order team. This First Order team's pretty useless, right? as we were just saying. Not a great team, bad mods. The robot team isn't that good either, but, you know, some people don't know how to play against it, so I've surprised a few people with it. Maybe we get rid of Grievous. Grievous is there to try to take their Wampa. Fin Po team. Grievous, probably the weakest link here. Okay, so the first order team is by far the worst team that we have on defense in the front row, I think. So let's swap that out. Clear the squad. Let's take a look at resistance. We can do Ray, this, and then we'll put in Ben Solo. What other character do we want in here? Jedi Training Ray for now, I guess, is fine because we don't really have another Jedi Training Ray team. If I had a Jedi Training Ray team, I could pull out all of this stuff. You know, she's got to have that Zeta on her leadership, though, to be even any good at all. So without any Zetas, a Zeta-less Jedi Training Ray is pretty bad. It's not even great for this team. BB-8 isn't that great for this team either. I mean, this whole setup is just not... I don't like it. It's not tricky, right? Like, there's no... It's not hard to deal with at all. Well, we can take this team, put Ray, Dash, and Ben Solo. Oh boy, everybody has Ben in their name. Maybe I should have sorted by UFU. Good grief. Okay. Oh, but he's Relic 1. So if I put a Datacron on him, he's going to nerf the Datacron into the dirt. I got to get him up to at least, like, any decent Relic level, right? Oh, my goodness. He nerfs my relics. Health steal, defense, garbage. Yeah. Oh man, we got to get some relic levels onto him. I don't know. I can put it on defense for the next couple rounds. And then next week I have to get him at least to relic 3. But this team is funny. I mean, IG-11 is hard to kill. Queel keeps him alive. Rendar does damage. If I had a relic Vandor Chewbacca, that's who I would want here. Makes it pretty challenging because you got to deal with Rey and her shenanigans and Dash Rendar and all these guys. The other thing I could do here is Hermit Yoda. He's pretty funny in here too. What if we did Hermes Yoda? And if he gets the Master's training onto Rey, she hits pretty hard with her ult. Yeah, this is a pretty awful team. I'm just going to put it on defense because, yeah, I'm going to put it on defense. Okay, and then let's see if we've got something else that's good to put on defense. We didn't use bounty hunters that time around. We got to save bounty hunters though for Lord Vader's when we have them. Do we have a Mon Mothma team that would be better than what we've got? Do we have an Ewok team? Do we want to start putting Triumvirate on defense? Do we put Night Sisters here? Are the Night Sisters more threatening? I think the Night Sisters are more threatening than that First Order garbage that we've got right there. We'll put the Sisters here. Okay. My God, what trash defense we've got here. Garbanzo defense. Back wall, we've got some bounty hunters back here. Iden Versio's good. This will be good when we get Rex tuned up. All right, good enough. And then on fleets, I put Malevolence and Negotiator both on defense, which is pretty awful. I'm trying it though. We're going to try this for a little while and see what happens. All right. Well, that's going to wrap up my Grand Arena for the night. That's probably going to wrap up my stream for the night. The family brought home Mexican food. I can smell burritos. I'm very hungry. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Hang it up here. Go have some fun. Eat some burritos. Watch some TV with my daughter. And see all you guys in the next Holocron. Saturday morning, we'll get back in here, see what kind of GACs we can do. Let me know in the comments below if you guys got any other cool ideas on how we could fix Grand Arena. I would love to see a revitalized Grand Arena in the game. If we as a community could get behind an idea and try to push it and sell it, maybe we could get some changes in Grand Arena. All right, thanks y'all for coming out, hanging out, having fun. And remember to hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe, notification bell if you want to know when I'm online in the future. And of course, the Discord is down below. And if you want to support my channel, you can be a Patreon for the channel. That gives you access to a special Discord channel where I'm like more available and answer questions directly for people. So if you want to do that, that's all down in the linked in the description down below. You can find it. All right, I'm going to hang up there. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you in the next Holocron.